You go.
Well, there's,
Hello. Hello, hello.
Hello, my friend.
All the friends are joining. We're gonna just wait a couple seconds for more people to join in. Today we're talking about coffee and tea magic. Hi, Trevor. How are you? Coffee and tea magic today. So now I have to ask everyone, hello. Who is team coffee and who is team tea? And go.
Yeah, we have both sides of the fence here.
Yeah. I think Melissa almost disowned me today. I almost got fired. Is that a coffee emoji? Oh yeah, send me the emojis for it. You play for both teams? All right, fair. Tea with some coffee. Team both. Coffee. It makes you less murdery. Love that. That's Sam. That's something you would say. A lot of coffee, but then we got some. Okay, fair enough. I myself am a tea person. I don't like the taste of coffee unless it's like not coffee flavored. Basically,
do you put enough coffee in your cream to make it brown?
It's more like sugar, syrup.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. They have to not taste like coffee. So, and then I end up with like that film on your teeth from so much sugar. Yeah, that's the type of coffee.
I can feel the diabetes.
Yeah.
Setting in, just thinking about your coffee.
Yup. Every now and again I get a little, like, I'll be like, you know what, I'm going to Dunkin' today. If we're drinking coffee all day. All right. All right, and for my tea drinkers, like, what's our favorite type of tea? What do we drink? And for my coffee people, are we like, so in other words, 50 packs of sugar? Basically, yeah. It's just, you ever seen like the videos where they're like, this is how much sugar is in a certain like Dunkin' drink, right? And it's like half the cup is full of like sugar. And I'll do it again. But yeah, for my coffee people, are we more like black coffee? Are we like fancy coffee drinkers? Tim at home has recently been turned on to Turkish coffee, which takes time to make. And like, it's weird because you're cooking it over a stove and you're making sure it doesn't get too hot and burns too quick, and you got to stir it. It's you love coffee but hate Starbucks as a company or as the coffee. You like Turkish coffee? Yeah. I like Spanish coffee. Spanish coffee is pretty good. Black, sometimes double, black tea or Earl Grey. Okay. I can get down with some Earl Grey. Black tea, definitely more black tea, I think, for me.
Yeah, black tea is like anti-inflammatory. Coffee is too up until a certain point. 1 or 2 cups.
Yeah.
Has health benefit. You get over that, and it kind of causes the inflammation
back. And of course, it's black coffee, not where you add all of the taste good stuff. Most of the stuff, guys, is available on our TikTok. And some of it we were able to get tagged for the live, but like the Tea Witches Grimoire book, like I literally just got it up and TikTok's like, not allowed.
That's really live. Funny that last week they let you and now this week they're like, no.
Yeah, consistency, none of that.
All the loose leaf teas are going to have to be purchased through us. We can't do any sort of herbs on TikTok. So if you do want any of these, you'll just have to give us your shipping, billing information, and we'll go from there. Yeah.
Because, you know, they're banned substances for some stupid reason. Well, because young people do stupid shit.
They do.
And that's why. Sam wants your shirt.
There's an inappropriate word at the bottom.
Zero's like, you need some bracelets. I know a guy.
Oh yeah, I need more. I already told you, Trevor, you can send some stuff. Sell your stuff.
Damn kids, right? Right. Aaron says Harney and Sons Modern Logic Coffee for mental boost. I haven't heard of them. I've tried so many coffees. I'm not usually too picky, except unless it is absolutely like Arabica. I can't do it. Like it just tastes like every pot tastes like it's been sitting there burnt all day.
Really?
And I'm like, why is it so bitter and burnt no matter what location, what time of day? So I'm not an Arabica fan.
I just had a talk with Tim about his coffee choices. He's cool on like black silk Folgers. And I'm like, why? Like,
I can do Folgers.
Can you?
Yep, medium. Yeah.
See, I'm like, we need to exquisite your taste down a little bit.
You know what? That is called being a GM for Dollar General for years, and they will literally put you in the hospital. So it's like you show up at 4:30 in the morning, and then you're stuck closing at 10 o'clock at night, and you live 40 minutes away, and then you got to get up and do it again. Like you are running on caffeine. You learn to like coffee.
It doesn't matter.
Without the fancy stuff.
Okay. Hey, if anybody, Zero says black silk is easy on the stomach.
Oh.
And Gina's like, coffee's got to have cream and sugar. Like,
I have to agree, even though some people are ride or die for just the dark black coffee. So
yeah, I'm almost like military. Like it could be sitting there and you just throw it in the microwave. Like I'm almost sitting up. Sammy's like Caribou caramel is my fave. And that's like,
I haven't heard Caribou in so long.
Starbucks is Caribou coffee, just saying. No, those secrets from the cafe at my Borders because we were Caribou coffee and it's Starbucks.
Did Starbucks take over here?
A while ago. Yeah, a while ago.
Sam, your life is a lie.
Okay. So if there's any fun things on the table you guys want us to start off with, and we'll just randomly throw in some magic info in there too. But yeah, we can.
So with, I'll go more on the tea aspect of things. So tea can be used, especially like loose leaf can be used for tea readings. And usually there has like special like cups for that specific reason that are a little bit wider so that you can see more of a picture in your tea. This book does a really good description as to what you should look for. So when you pour your tea in your loose leaf, like you're like, there is no tea bag. You're just loose leaf tea in a cup. And you let it kind of do its thing, it will create pictures. And like for example, they have tiny little descriptions. It's like up here we've got a bell, and then it gives a. Thank you.
Your arms aren't long enough.
It gives a brief description as to what, if you see a bell in your tea, what that means. And just how many things you can make out in one cup of tea. So you can tell stories just how you can tell stories with Lenormand cards and tarot cards. You can do the same thing with loose leaf tea.
Not gonna lie, this bird I thought was a dinosaur.
Glad to see it.
Yeah.
Low key looks like a pterodactyl.
And it's kind of fun because in the way they drew them, it almost looks like if you were like what a tea leaf shape of that would be.
Because it might be hard to like if you're not looking for a bird, making a bird.
This one is a hardback and is $17.99 for the hardback on our site and TikTok. I've noticed a lot of books have this type of artwork on the covers right now. You can tell the trend in book artwork.
It's like simplistic in a way.
Yeah. The book nerd in me.
But yes, this one is on TikTok and on our website. So if you want to dig in a little bit deeper, I just think this is really good for
nails.
people that want to get into it. So
I like how much info they go into for each shape too,
Yeah,
not
it's
just
full
a couple
page.
sentences.
It's a full page worth of each picture. Did you read this one?
Was skimming through it, going through. My friend Sandy has a copy that she borrowed that
Okay.
she's supposed to do for review. But what I remember of looking through it, because I started to read it for the review, and then she snatched it, and she's like, "I want to talk about it," and I'm like, "But that's my book." Practical Guide to Coffee Rituals, Divination Readings, Magical Brews, and Latte Sigil Writing, and more. Hardback, $17.95. But we have, if you have the space, put some plants on your altar for extra positive energy and a symbol of growth. So you can buy the coffee plant and add that. So you could add those leaves into your workings as well. So this is a really helpful book. Like, what else can you do with your coffee grounds? How to work it with your chakras and your healing, getting grounded. So it's a really good book. Kind of thinking outside the box of how to use your coffee. So they also go into the meanings and uses for the different types of coffees. Cappuccinos, flat rates, lattes, cafe au lait, mochas, cold brews, which I think cold brew, everybody's going to be in that right now. Frappes. So
I'm sure like latte art can probably play a big
yeah.
picture.
So if you are, for instance, and like the extra little things you can throw on there, your cinnamons, your cloves, your toppings, your sprinkle things that you find on the bar when you're sitting there at Panera. Because, they may or may not have this fun little monthly program where I think it's like $10 now, where you can get unlimited coffee like every 2 hours, all day, every day. So any Panera, I may or may not have been in that. And then I'm like, I have coffee makers at home and at work. Why am I stopping for this? Trying to find where I was with the lattes. I'm like, so if you are a latte fan, here's what it means.
Fun fact, I know we're not talking about like green witchery, but coffee grounds are good for plants and balancing their pH.
Yeah, so like mocha, love, friendship, forgiveness, emotions, and luck. Cold brew, intuition, balance, justice, level-headedness. I mean, do we know people who drink more level-headed? Slowing things down and strength. So despite it being coffee. So set the intention with your coffee.
Is that one's on the TikTok shop?
It is. And I did not realize that table will rock as hard as it will from a little book. Sorry, guys. Motion sickness, apparently.
We got this cute little mug.
I was obsessed with trying to read the tea leaves after the Harry Potter Grimm scenes.
So this one actually comes with a mug and a spoon. This is my broomstick runs on coffee mug.
There we go. Yes. So, with your spoon, when you put things in, stir it in certain directions to bring in or release things. So regardless of what you're putting in there, or just to set your intention. But this is adorable because it fits right in the handle.
Yeah, stirring clockwise and counterclockwise has to do with if you want to bring in an intention while you're drinking your coffee or tea, because you can do both. You would stir clockwise, counterclockwise for releasing.
And 15 for the set. Mine would have to be like my broomstick runs on coffee and sarcasm. If I wanted to be completely honest with that.
Speaking of spoons, we do have some spoonage. Spoons. So we've got this one. Cute little jack-o'-lantern type face in the middle there. I really like the I thought I was close.
Hold it right in front of this box and yeah. And then everybody can see it.
There we go. Beautiful.
I have a skull spoon too for my coffee.
Do you?
Yes.
I use that one for my tea. I have a skull one at home too. This guy is $10.
Skull spoon users unite.
Skulls. Yes, and we have them. They're here.
Haha, that is the spoon.
The spoon. This is the skull spoon. There's a black one, and then we have a normal silver one. Somewhere in here. He's here. But this guy is also $10. And then we have one out of the package already. He looks like. Boom. So he's definitely a good stirring spoon.
Yes.
It's my specific tea drinking spoon. And then we've got these last two here. These are also $10. One says manifest that shit with some crystals on it, and the other one says witch's brew. These are really long ones. I personally like a long spoon. I have some deep cups.
Hey, hello. I will say that skull one, it is really good for stirring because of the eyes being open.
Yep.
So if you're putting extra additives in your coffee or tea, like collagen powder, protein powders, like that helps break it up.
Yes.
Because I don't care what the tub says, where it's like, it will dissolve easily. Lies.
Mhm. It's also nice for tea too, because sometimes you'll get some like loose leaves that end up in there, and I can just like pick those guys out, and it will filter out the tea and back into the tea. So
Nice.
multi-purpose.
Skulls are helpful.
They are.
They earn their keep.
Mm-hmm. We have another mug set. This is the morning potion set. This one also has a little spoon holder. All ceramic, including the spoon. So it's got a little pentacle in the spoon itself. Really cute.
Great.
It is coming down. Perfect coffee and or tea weather.
It is. Sit on the couch, make a hot, relaxing drink.
Right. This is 15.
Read a book, crochet, crotchet.
Crotchet.
As I say it, crotcheting.
Crotcheting.
So another fun thing you can do with your tea, put it in a strainer if it's not already. So if you're using loose leaf, put it in a strainer. Dangle that strainer over or underneath the faucet of your bathtub. That's a good way to get like an herbal bath from your tea. But the reason why you want it in a strainer or a muslin bag, mesh bag, is you don't want that going down the drain and clogging up your pipes, because eventually you will have a problem. And there are certain buds like lavender, like you don't want them taking root in your pipes. So
I feel like is this an experience?
there was a customer who was like, I love taking this type of bath, and then they started growing, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not fun. I'm sure the plumber was like, what happened here?
Yeah.
So make sure you keep them in something. Don't let them go down the drain.
Yeah. Tea baths.
Right, Nikki? She's like, or getting in your hair.
Yes. Oh god. Tea baths are awesome. So you can, if you're doing like a ritual bath, depending on the type of ritual you want, you can combine the herbs specifically meant for that. We have a couple here that you can have you for use for drinking and or as well as a bath. But strainers, we have different types of strainers. Each one has a stone at the end. So we've got a
Over here. There we go.
we've got a green adventuring for a little prosperity. Prosperity.
I see what you did there.
We've got a chevron amethyst.
Instead of bad dad jokes, we got bad witch jokes.
I got nothing for amethyst. Sorry, guys.
Sammy, try. I will send over to Sierra a link that I have, because I've got one that seems to be doing really well in helping with like joint issues too, and it does dissolve pretty easy.
Is it a tea?
No,
Or-
it's a collagen.
Oh, a collagen.
It's like micro collagen.
This is a lapis.
Lapis communication. If you buy into the whole Mercury retrograde while riding a dinosaur in the microwave, lapis helps with that type of communication and troubles with that pesky planet.
We do have, these are all available for $10 each. And then we also have this one here. This one.
Is that the silver skull that we couldn't find?
I'm pretty sure. This one was already open. So this one's cool because it can rest over the cup.
And do a pour over.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of ones like these. I don't mind the whole strainer, tea strainer, but to me, I feel like it's as easy. You lay it over, steep your tea, and then you just throw it in the trash or whatever you want to do with it. You can also, tea leaves can get multiple uses out of them. I know everyone's like, you use your tea one time, throw it out. You can actually probably steep the same batch of tea about 2 to 3 times. It loses its potency per each one, but they still are usable.
Mhm.
So, and then you can also use that in any sort of spell work, dry them out, use them in spell work. You can use them in a bath. So there's a lot of different uses for your used tea leaves. This guy here is 22. And look at all his cute little face.
And obviously, having drank a cup of tea with those leaves, yes, right, Nikki? She's like also good for plants when you're done.
Yes.
So that first cup that you made with those teas are set to you, right? They're aligned with you. You have made that intention. You're working. Now, once those leaves are dried back out, you could add them to like a Mojo working bag that has been set to the same type of intention. You could save them aside for, a bath later, but make sure, like if you drank a tea and you're like, I need prosperity because bills are coming up and just need money, right? Don't necessarily dump those in with another tea that was a completely different type of intention.
Yeah.
Unless you're just like, I don't care, I want a nice smelling good bath, then by all means have at it.
Mm-hmm.
But and coffee will help speed up things. So there are certain deities who love coffee, like Shango, Expedite. But if you're having certain intentions that you need Mojo bags, even like candle working, sprinkling coffee into it's going to help accelerate it, make it happen a little faster. It creates that urgency because we run around really fast with lots of coffee. So speed up that working. Don't use that in a relaxation spell. Might have a counter effect. Eye compress, right? Nikki is all about the good.
I love that.
Herbal and like self-healing stuff.
All right, Nikki.
So teas for herbal. Nikki, which one would you, I forget which one, and you told me like years ago, a tea bag that you can use for sunburn. Like you lay it. It was like peppermint and something.
I'll see that right now.
Because here comes summer. And those of us fair-skinned, like, some sunburn, a little too much on the forehead or something. What are we going to do about that? Chamomile, chamomile. You say chamomile, I say chamomile.
Nikki, I have a question for you. So when it comes to giving your used tea leaves to your plants, can they handle anything, or like what's the specific use? He's like, I thought I was getting informed.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I got questions for you. Uno reverse.
Nikki is one of the original people to help me start the Boxed Wine and Witchcraft podcast, and we are on the side planning new episodes for that.
Girl.
So should be available everywhere, though there was a couple that I'm like, oh, things have updated, need to go reconnect that. I think like Spotify was one. So just about anything, but be careful with mint. Yeah, mint can take over, which I would be okay if my lawn was mint because you don't have to mow it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't get super tall, but it will climb things. It can be invasive and choke out other plants, so be careful with that one.
They're cool with house plants.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Your cat will probably eat it to death like mine. I had a mint plant in a window box for years, probably like 7 years, and I would just bring it in winter and put it in the kitchen windowsill. As soon as Sith came home, like he ate that poor thing to death. But mint's a fun one. You can literally pick it off and put it right in your tea. Like it is very, very nummy. Or add it to your coffee if you're like me. And I prefer peppermint in my coffee. And I'm like, people like peppermint all year, not just wintertime.
Same thing with syrups. I've been really big into making syrups for teas and coffees. So you can infuse mint leaves. I recently just made a cinnamon one. And you can add those and set your intention as to what you want those syrups to do for your drinks as well.
It's just mint can cause root rot in other plants. So yeah, be careful.
Oh, okay.
It can choke out and cause the root rot
I love that.
while smelling really great.
Well, at least it smells good while it's rotting.
Yeah. Smell me, but pay no mind to what I'm doing over here. Oh, hello. I'm busy. I will call you back later.
So speaking of tea leaves and tea leaf readings, we have these are cups. Oh, hang on. Now I have no place to catch my eye now. So this is really, I wish I can't really open it. Let me see. Hang on. She might not be filled. There we go. Okay. So
Don't drop it.
so
That's a good idea too, Gina.
So it comes with it's a deep cup, but it's got a wider brim for easier tea leaf readings. So it comes with the cup with different aspects in it. So you've got like the moon, got a bird in there, a key, and each one has a specific meaning depending on your tea leaf reading. And it comes with a guidebook, so you'll learn how to do it. They don't just throw you to the wolves and say, figure it out.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
May the odds forever be in your favor.
So it comes with there we go. Study the placements of your tea leaves inside your cup and decipher the symbols to read your fortune. It includes 1 cup, 1 saucer, and the tea leaf reading instruction booklet. So this right here is 30.
It's all ceramic, really pretty.
It is very nice. It is very pretty. Nice and packaged.
Mm-hmm. So good gift giving. That's easy to wrap too, because here comes Mother's Day.
Yes.
Mother. As Gina says, I used to chew on a leaf if I thought my breath wasn't the best. That's a good thing too. Chew a little mint.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will know. Nobody will ever know. Can we add the Mr. Money candle to the shop? I don't know about that one. I'd have to go see how close we are, if that one's even on the website itself to bring over.
We do have a lot of money candles. I mean, we've got Fast Money, we've got Better Business. There's a ton of money candles for different things. So
I will say the Coventry Creation money candles, like Coventry is up in Michigan, made by practitioners on proper moon phases with proper sun. So they've done most of the work for you. And they burn so well and they work really, really good. So,
Coventry Creations.
that's right. We love Coventry.
Yeah.
What have we not?
We have a couple of the we have these guys.
Did we do this one yet?
We did not.
Ooh.
We spent all that time putting that on there. We're trying to put that on there.
Like right before the deadline.
So, while she's skimming through that, we have tea leaf reading cards. So this is kind of similar to this book, all but in a card form. It talks about the history of tea reading. It has the symbolism, the areas of the cup, because yes, different areas of the cup symbolize different things, which is why this cup has them like labeled. But this also has, these cards have a diagram as to like, if it lands over here, it symbolizes this. So these are nice to like skim through. You could even bring them, out, like basically like study material. Like back in college when you had to make the cards, skim through them while you're out to dinner and stuff. But these are cool, like really, like they're portable, small, and they are $21.95, and they are on our TikTok shop. And we have plenty of them. So if you are interested and want something that you can just bring with you everywhere, these guys.
So the Tea Witch's Grimoire, over 70 herbal brews, spells, and rituals for every purpose and occasion. I'm really liking this one. So like one of the first ones in here is a Luck Tea sachet. So it gives you all the ingredients, how to activate, how to work. Purification tea, health tea, sachet spell. So, you know, this is where you would be making your own tea, kind of putting it together. And then they have more like in depth where you're going to pull in some crystals as well. Teas for different moon phases, and quick little info about how and why. The honeysuckle sucky moon tea. So we have, you know, by month. So this is a really fun little book, and it's got the ribbon placeholder bookmarker. But I just like the simpleness of it, and we get into crystal properties of why. So just a fun little book. It is a hardback, $16.95. There's quite a bit in there. But the Tea Witches Grimoire.
Love that.
That one is online and on our shop.
And seeing the picture of honey in there, you can also infuse honeys for different things as well. So you can add cinnamons, lavender. You can add a bunch of stuff to honey to add into your teas. And obviously with what the intention is will manifest into the tea itself. So
Oh, and there's a whole like quick rundown of like symbols and tea leaf reading.
I love that.
So it's kind of got a little bit of everything in here for you.
Are we doing a sale for Black Friday? That that is far away.
Black Friday is in November.
I will say right now we are doing a 25% off jewelry till Mother's Day. So if you are in the store or this is also online on the website, correct?
Yes.
On the website as well, it applies. So I'm really big right now is to Moldavite right now. You could get Moldavite jewelry for 25% off, which is crazy. So check out the website or come in store till Mother's Day.
I think we found the golden key to this book.
What's the key?
Cheers to Death.
Yeah.
This is a 2-part recipe in which you'll be making your own homemade absinthe.
Wait a second.
Who wants to make their own absinthe?
I'm all about that.
So yeah, the Tea Witches Grimoire, make your own absinthe. And it was like, sip slowly and take your time.
I've never heard of such a thing. You know, I'm quick drinker. That's a problem. That's also something with especially teas itself is you want to sip the tea and they're all big on smelling the florals and the different types of herbs in the tea. I have a hard time doing that. But that's also really big in the tea community is how does a tea make you feel as far as emotionally, physically, etc. But I'm going to need to look at that book later. Small Business Saturday. That's around the same time, right?
Okay, so it goes Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday.
Okay. And then you've
That's
got
all in November.
and then it's what's the other one? What's the online one? Oh no.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Which is the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah, we still got a little that's made of wormwood, isn't it? Yes. Wormwood is what makes absinthe the fun time stuff. And there's a weird way you have to do it. It has to do with like burning of sugar, like wormwood is activated when it's heated up, etc., etc. Absinthe is rough to make. Oh, and anything that says absinthe in the state of Ohio is not actual absinthe.
No,
You have
Ohio. They suck all the fun out
Yeah,
of
they
all
took
the
the fun out. They said, "Here, enjoy this licorice drink with no fun time added."
Which I'm okay. I'm not a black licorice or anise fan. People that drink Jaeger, like, why?
Okay. Not a big Jaeger fan. I like a good.
You keep your black
Fine,
licorice
it's fine.
over there. You, your tea, and your black
I
licorice.
know,
Your
they're-
side of the fence. Be gone. Be gone from me. Away from me with that.
Here's something we can all agree on.
Okay.
This is another mug.
Fired.
Fired.
Live
Being a
firing.
tea liker and a niece liker. This is the Hexy Witch mug and spoon. This one also comes with the spoon. From, oh wait, hang on. There we go. I put it in the right spot. From Alchemy. I really like their stuff. It's very grungy. This is their home and gift collection.
If you want your coworkers to stay away from you when you're at your just drink your soup out of that. Use your spoon to pull up your meat, your potatoes. Drink your coffee out of there. Just kind of side eye them when they walk towards your desk and just hold up the spoon.
Yes, the spoon. So, there you go.
Right?
Boom, done.
Sierra's nails are always on fire. Thank you, Gina. Gina's my side of the fence.
What,
no
Gina?
black licorice. Yes.
What did you just say? You don't like licorice? Is that
Nope.
Gina?
That does up Satan. Black licorice, it is gross.
I feel like with licorice, it's like you either love it or you hate it. There is no in between. No one says they kind of sort of.
Give me
like
the
it.
red licorice. The nice berry.
No, see, like Twizzlers, you might.
Yes.
Ugh.
I did find some spicy cinnamon licorice.
See, I can get down with that.
That was very good.
I like the red vines. Red vines are different than Twizzlers. Twizzlers taste like plastic. That is my opinion. And you cannot change my mind. So these again are not available on our TikTok shop. I'm just gonna do a quick run over of them. So we have the Love Potion tea. At the bottom has all the ingredients. This one is, oh, it's cute. It's got candy hearts in it. I didn't even notice that. Candy hearts, pomegranates, sunflowers, and vanilla. That is the Love Potion tea. And again, if you want these, you'll just have to message us and we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
And each bag makes 10 cups with one steeping. So if you do 2 steeps,
Yes,
you would get 20.
We got the Love Spell tea. This one is hibiscus, pomegranate, and it's a green tea that turns pink. Surprise your mom.
Where did I find so Gina, you're here in Ohio, right? Are you in the Cleveland area? Well, you don't have to tell me. So in Medina, there's a fun little shop called Sweets and Geeks or Geeks Sweets.
I love Sweets and Geeks.
That's where I found it. It was there.
Which one? What did you find there?
The cinnamon licorice. There were bits, big chunks, like thumb size, like.
I gotta go now.
So yeah, look up Sweets and Geeks in Medina.
Yeah, it's cool. They've got a lot of international types of snacks and sweets and stuff.
All the chips that you're going to find out of the country in other languages, and they put the little English translation. Like there was like shrimp cocktail flavored chips, and I'm like, why?
See,
why would you put that in your
what?
mouth?
We can't.
I don't really have tapestries. We used to carry a lot of tapestries, but they just kind of sat around. So I think we're down to like 2.
We only have like that too.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're into all sorts of international funs, sweets, candies, or role-playing games, tabletop gaming, like they have all of that in one building.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Sweets and Geeks in Medina.
Not sponsored, but just
yeah, they could spot. I would
maybe
be
they
okay.
wanted to.
I mean, they just pay me in cinnamon licorice, and then I would have to start working out even more just to burn that all off because you can't just eat one.
No. These ones are cute. They are, first off, these are made in house, correct?
Yeah. Well, so my tea house gives me, and then we add the sparkly edible powder.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our prosperity potion. All the herbs are put together for prosperity. And there is a green edible glitter in it. So when you, steep it, it glitters and it looks cute and pretty. That's the prosperity one. This one is 14. They're all 14, I believe. We've got the love potion, which has a pink glitter in it. And then we have the Island Elixir, which is a kind of like bluish tone. And that one is also 14.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Chris. Chris, are you coffee or tea? Are you black licorice or no? We're debating here. Sarah's on the verge of being fired.
Yeah, we need a we need to set up a poll.
We do. Team licorice or black licorice versus red.
Get out.
These items, once brewed, are internally body safe. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So, tea and coffee grounds are always so fun. You can get creative with them. Just do it smartly. You can brew your tea, set it aside, use the caffeine in like around the eye for swelling eyes and the dark circles from sinuses, tightening skin.
Yeah, you can
Beauty magic.
scrubs. You can turn it into a scrub, a lip scrub. What else? There's a lot you can do. Exfoliators with coffee grounds.
Mm-hmm. And like rose petals are good for skin.
Yeah.
Soothing skin, rose water. I do believe the grimoire tells you how to do that, if I remember correctly, seen it, and the tea magic, I believe. So I actually don't have one of these open, but harness the power of green witchcraft and divination with magical herbs, florals, teas, and more. Perfect for beginners or more advanced witches. This beautifully illustrated deck can be used as traditional oracle deck or more freeform. Simply ask a question, draw a few cards, and create your own spellbinding tea to help guide you to the answers you seek. We had one open. Somebody liked it, bought it. So now we have the closed one here. These ones are actually round. Nick has a set of these. If he were here, we would borrow them for this.
The first one I flipped to is a cup of tea to catch a liar.
Huh.
These are really cool. Another cool fact about tea is before you brew your tea, whether it be green, black, oolong, they have to be brewed to a certain temperature. Over brewing with overly hot water is going to actually ruin some of the properties of that tea. So if you're getting in I know black tea can be brewed up to like 200 and something degrees. Green tea has to be a little bit lower. So just pay attention to what you're brewing and make sure you're brewing to the correct temperature so you don't lose the properties of the tea.
All right. So Zach says he likes the black or the Danish black licorice. Chris is playing both sides of the fence. She's like coffee all the way, but she likes the red grapevines. Yes. So that's more me.
That is more you.
But you like grapevines.
I like the red vines.
The red vines.
The red vines.
Using tea or coffee as a spiritual wash for myself or soul is very common. Yes. So then over here on Insta, so Sam says black licorice is absolutely disgusting and she will die on that hill.
Okay. All right, Sam.
See
if I'm going to visit you.
And Tim's like, stop it. Black licorice is tasty. And she's like, don't start with me, Tim. Yeah, guys, if you have any
Cherry
other questions.
Twizzlers I've fired. And
I like the pull and peel ones.
See, the red, no,
Pull
the
and
red
peel.
Vines.
The Twizzlers have the pull and peel. Yes.
Cherry Twizzlers.
Yes.
Cherry Twizzlers don't even taste like cherry. They taste like plastic. They taste like wax.
Grapevines are fine too. Water. I had some watermelon licorice, and I was kind of like, I expected more. I was a little bit let down. Red vines are the best. Yes, the pull and peel cherry ones are like the best. I had green tea ice cream in Japan recently with matcha powder as a topping. Ooh, that does sound good. Now, there is a family-owned herb farm out near Sandusky in Huron called Mulberry Creek Herb Farm. If you guys are ever looking for like hard to find little plants, that's where you would go to find them. And they have a herb weekend gathering selling, and they usually have, and I'm trying to pull the name of this ice cream company out of my head, local ice cream company. Anyway, they have lavender ice cream out there every year.
Oh,
And it's wonderful. No, not Toffs. It's gonna come to me at like 2 a.m.
Just gonna wake up out of
Ooh,
bed.
I didn't know they had creamsicle Twizzlers. Not Jenny's.
Jenny's is like,
Google, help me, save me, Google.
I've always wanted to try Jenny's, but it's like $300 per pint.
What?
It's like expensive. It's not $300, but
Um,
it's expensive per pint. Is it good? Is it worth it? If Jenny, if you're watching, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out.
Mitchell's. Mitchell's.
I was gonna say that, but I was like,
Mitchell's.
I thought Mitchell's might have been more widespread. Is
Um,
Mitchell's Ohio?
I thought they were. Yeah, I thought they were Ohio started. What ice cream is made in Ohio? Tell me, Google. So yeah, if you guys like herbs and little, like they grow the mini things too for like your little fairy gardens and stuff. And they are so knowledgeable on plants. If you're like, I cannot get my aloe over this big, they're like, well, let me tell you how to do it. Because they had a monster one in a wheelbarrow that was like 6 foot, and I'm like, oh,
Mine's gonna take like 30 years.
I want a monster aloe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a wonderful family owned. They've got the little trains that run on the property and little
Aw.
fairy gardens and peacocks and chickens and
What's the
all sorts of
company
stuff. Mulberry Creek Herb Farm out in Huron. Yeah, so you want to grow your own like herbal things and make your own tea, and you're like, I don't trust what Walmart has. Look up Mulberry Creek, and they can ship things too. You guys have any other questions? Because now we're rambling, debating licorice. But I use coffee in my candle working a lot to speed things up, and for certain deities. Make them a cup of coffee, set it on that altar. Just check it every few days because depending on what happens and what it's catching for you, you need to clean that out and brew a fresh pot. Yeah, TikTok likes your shirt too. Yeah, just keep that one word covered, ma'am.
Yep. I'm surprised TikTok hasn't yelled at me.
Flag
for
that's over.
Almost sort of cleavage.
Yes, Hecate likes coffee. Shango likes coffee. A lot of the male deities tend to like coffee.
Yeah, Aries.
Same as I use coffee in the garden and around the property. Throw it in your cash drawer to help speed up business, around your prosperity altar to speed that up. One of our teas, and I think we're out of it, the goddess tea smells so good.
I think so. Yeah, I didn't see that one over there. We have the god tea over there. But the goddess, I believe, is taken up.
Ganesha likes cookies. He does. We have a bagel Ganesha statue that I actually argued with Ganesha that I didn't need one. And well, he won because he's here. And people have just started leaving offerings on some of the statues. And a lot of people will just leave them candy. And they're like, I don't know why. And I'm like, well, let me tell you. He likes sweet things. Hey, Peekaboo. Peace and fan, everybody, all our friends over there. But yeah, you can combine, you can add so much stuff. Tea's really just kind of like herbal magic.
Yeah.
That you get fancy and you lift a pinky, not because you have syphilis, but because you're fancy. That's why, did you know that? That's why pinkies were up in Britain back then.
No.
Because of syphilis. Yeah. The way it would attack and harm the body, like your joints would be stiffened and the pinkies would be up. And so the rich people would always have the syphilis because just how things worked. And their pinkies were up, not because they were fancy blokes, but because they had syphilis.
I always learn
The
something.
more you know.
Where's our little like shooting star?
Yes. Where's our graphic?
Yeah. We need a
So-
sound bite at this point.
We do. But yeah, guys, if you have any other questions or comments or suggestions, otherwise I'm going to try and remember and get things set up to get ready for a raid out. Let's see what friends of ours on Twitch are available to raid into. Hopefully it works this time. I tried last week and I think the live ended too quick that the raid over didn't all the way capture. Too many buttons too quickly pushed.
Yeah, just everything other than the loose leaf tea is available on our TikTok shop. If there's something that you were still thinking about getting, the live ends, you can just message us and we can pull it aside for you and we can send it out for you. Trying to think if there's anything else.
Yeah. I think we'll go into our buddy Sebastian. He's guitar playing, really cool dude, really nice. The oracles are really cute. And if you like round cards, I know some people, depending on size and size of hand, the round ones are a little easier. Though I know for me, sometimes they're a little more squirrely because they're round. They're easier to jump out on you. So less exuberant shuffling of round cards. But thanks, guys. We will see everybody next week. We're going to go over some snakes next week.
Yes. You saw when Nick had them and they're cool. Okay, cool, sweet. I'm glad that they are awesome. Can you read tea? You're saying a lot of things dealing with tea.